Common sense is in short supply, especially if your name is Elon Musk. That's right, folks. Elon Musk, the same guy who gave us Teslas that drive themselves into traffic cones and rockets that explode like fireworks. He's now decided that he's the savior of American politics. And I gotta tell you, Elon, I am a big fan of yours. I really am. I love the rockets. I love the memes. I love the boldness. But you're putting me in a tough spot here. Elon calls his party the America Party. Cute name. Sounds patriotic until you realize it's basically the cult of no personality. A political party with the charisma of a stale piece of toast and the authenticity of a parking lot. Elon says it's for the 80% of Americans in the middle. Yeah? The only thing in the middle here is Elon's ego, wedged snugly between his SpaceX subsidies and his H-1B visa pipeline. Now, let's talk about the brain trust behind his revolution. Mark Cuban and Anthony Scaramucci. Because nothing screams man of the people like a trio of billionaires plotting democracy's downfall. Meanwhile, Pew Research tells us that 80% of Americans believe rich donors have way too much power. Shocker. Election spending in 2024 doubled from 2 decades ago, and 40% of that came from the richest 1%. So thank you, Citizens United, for turning democracy into a billionaire bounce house. Now get this, Elon Musk's master plan slash government spending. Yeah, you heard it. The same guy who sucked down billions of dollars in taxpayer subsidies through SpaceX and Tesla, now he wants to shrink the government. Elon, you're not the fiscal conservative that you think you are. You threw a full-blown tantrum when Trump's Big Beautiful Bill Act didn't include a blank check for your trip to Mars. Small government for thee, big bailouts for me. Meanwhile, 2/3 of Americans, including 40% of Republicans, want to tax the rich even more, not less. Good luck selling your libertarian fever dream to the folks who just want the potholes fixed. And let's not forget the optics here. Third parties work when they have a cause. Teddy Roosevelt had trust busting. Ross Perot had charts. What does Elon have? Well, he's got a South African passport, 11 kids, and a Twitter account that's one tweet away from an SEC investigation. Elon can't run for president. 55% of Americans already dislike him. And accordingly to the polls, only 4% of voters would support him. That makes him less popular than the IRS. Ross Perot launched his approval rating at 14%. Elon Musk is rolling with a crisp 58% disapproval rating, and we haven't even hit the debate season. And don't get me started on the tech oligarchy vibes. Once upon a time, Silicon Valley was actually cool. Now it's a villain origin story. Google and Apple own 90% of mobile browsers. Facebook is rigging reality. Amazon is spying on your grandmother. And Elon and his buddies, they're out here talking about ending democracy altogether and maybe just bringing on a monarchy with a side of slavery. Real founding father stuff here. This isn't a political movement. It's a dystopian TED Talk dressed up like patriotism. And oh, the cherry on top, Elon's pushing universal basic income because nothing says I love the working class like replacing them with robots and offering a monthly check to shut them up. This isn't populism, folks. It's toll booth capitalism. They build the roads, charge you to drive on it, and then blame you for not owning a private jet. So what's the takeaway? If you want to blow up the two-party system, bring a cause. Slavery, trade, civil rights. Elon's bringing a grudge against Trump as his cause. The Democrats already are halfway to socialism. Bernie Sanders and AOC are leading the fight against the oligarchs. But Elon, he's not storming the castle. He's just tweeting at it from his Gulfstream jet. The America Party is dead on arrival. And if you make me choose between you and MAGA, sorry, Elon, you're going to lose. Call me when your car stops catching fire on the freeway. Well, that's about it for now. I'm Bernie Flowers, one of Uncle Sam's wayward sons, reminding you, democracy is messy, but it's still better than a bunch of tech bros running a monarchy. Until I see you next, stay loud, stay angry, and stay free.